Illinois, there is a sexual assault case where a now 18-year-old assaulted a now 16-year-old. I think this happened a year ago, less than a year ago. The perpetrator has served 5 months, and the judge's name Robert Adrian, I think. This judge, in his ruling, said that the perpetrator had served sufficient time in jail, and he let him out. After this 5 months, for 148 days. So he only served 148 days, but by law, he's supposed to serve 4 years. And he said the 148 days, or I guess around 5 months, is sufficient enough time. And this is a sexual assault case of a teenager. Of course, there's some racial information in regards to he's a white male, the victim is a white female, and again, they're both teenagers, and this has brought up controversy. I also read that another judge has petitioned for him to be removed. This is eerily similar to the case in Buffalo with the perpetrator's name, Chris Belter, I think. But he assaulted several girls, and he was also set free, where the judge says he agonized and prayed. It's interesting. He was affluent. I guess this raises the specter of that old case a few years back called affluenza. But in this current case, I'm not sure whether he was affluent or not. I know that he is white male. A lot of people say he will have white male privilege. This does seem like an injustice because he only served 5 months, and this girl was literally raped. Not even just, where some people, I don't know what goes under sexual assault in addition to rape. Some states have so many things. He was literally, sexually assaulted her, injured her. The way the story goes, it was a teenage party. There was alcohol involved, in which she was swimming in a pool, in her underwear. And she said she passed out, and she woke up with a pillow on her face while the perpetrator, the article says his name is Drew Clinton. He was in the middle of assaulting her. She said he was assaulting her. She passed out. I'm wondering, was something put in whatever she drank? What did she drink? And then she passed out. Did she pass out after she got in the pool, or when she got in the pool? And it wasn't specific about those details. She just said she was swimming in the pool with just her underwear on, and she passed out. That is, to me, it feels like you're reading the story. You feel like you're going through this journey with her because you passed out because there was nothing in between. She woke up and the guy was on top of her with a pillow over her face. That was, I'm not adding any more information, but it seems like this is not in the article, this is not in the case. I didn't read this anyway. It may have been, but I didn't read it. I'm like, how did she pass out? Was she drugged? You wake up with someone just violating you. Again, this is someone's young daughter, and he was a teenager as well, but he's old enough to know that you shouldn't, whether in the party, whether people are inhibited, but I'm always careful in these situations. If I was in an environment where people are drinking too much, I don't drink. And it's hard sometimes, you have to be careful. how you interact with people in an environment like this, where people are intoxicated with alcohol, and you have to be aware of your surroundings. I think it's called situational awareness. That was very irresponsible on his part. I would hope she wasn't drinking, and then drinking and swimming don't mix. It doesn't say she was drinking. Regardless of what she did, she was violated. Period. She didn't do anything as far as wrong as far as swimming. I don't know if somebody, maybe she drank soda or Kool-Aid or something. Somebody put something in her drink and she passed out. Because I don't know how someone could just pass out like that. It's just very strange. I didn't get any details about that. I wrote 2 articles about it. What's also disturbing is this judge. He blamed all the parents involved. How could you? Some parents do their best to raise their kids, and their kids just do stupid things. This kid just obviously, violated this girl. Violated her sovereignty. She did not consent to this. Even if, I don't think teenagers should be engaging in any type of sexual activity. They're not, I don't think they should be. But this was just beyond that. This was just plain violation. It's just like if you go and you hit somebody with a stick or you punch them in the face. The same thing. It's an assault. This is just of a sexual nature. And it's just even worse that this judge named Robert Adrian, he found the perpetrator, Drew Clinton, guilty. Right? He found him guilty. But at the same time, he let him out, saying he served enough time. I guarantee if you can pretty much guess if this guy was of another race, I doubt he'd be getting this lenient sentence for sexual assault, and I doubt that we would be seeing this media attention. This is really, really, really bad. It sends a bad message. I mean, this is someone's daughter, possibly someone's sister, someone's niece. Could be someone's future mother, but she's traumatized now. Like, this is how you kind of ruin people. This is how you ruin families before families even start. Because someone gets assaulted, and they carry that scar and that pain into the rest of their life, and maybe they don't get counseling for it, but this is damage that's been done, psychological as well as physical, right? And this damage can affect if she decides to have a family in the future. It's going to affect that. You really affect more than one person when you assault people. I mean, even if you just affected one person, it just damages your immediate community. And this is just travesty of justice. The fact that he only served 5 months, and it's a mandatory 4 years. He served 5 months, and then the judge says, "Oh, the prosecution couldn't prove their case." They couldn't prove their case. It's something to do with this being a bench trial. I'm not a lawyer. Maybe a lawyer can comment on this. This is just very disturbing. This is the second case like this. The first case, the guy that Chris Belcher in Buffalo assaulted several young teenage girls. Several. See, he was the same age as this Drew Clinton. I think he was a senior assaulting. I'm not sure. You can look that up. He was assaulting young girls. I don't know. This is very disturbing. This needs to be addressed real quickly, because you can't just go around assaulting girls and getting away with it. It's just really, really an injustice. All these judges need to be held accountable for what their ruling is, because these are people's kids. Again, someone's daughter, possibly someone's sister, someone's niece, someone's cousin, someone's friend, right? This guy was just no disregard or no regard for her body, it's like he just felt like he had free access. And then to top it off, it's like she said he jumped up and started playing video games like nothing happened. And she called her dad, and her dad called the police on him. And he served that 5 months. This should be the 4 years. This is the 4 years. I mean, 5 months is not enough. He also should be going on the sexual offender registry, because this is a violent, to me, it's a violent assault. It's very violent because you force yourself on someone who did not consent, and she's a teenage girl. Like, again, as I mentioned earlier, I don't even think teenagers should be having consensual sex, much less. I mean, this is just out of the question. This is totally wrong. It's beyond wrong, and it's disturbing. Again, imagine if you're her parents. I mean, as a father, right? And even as a mother, as a father, it's like your child has been assaulted sexually. This is also damaging to the parents. It's just damaging to the whole family, even psychologically, because you want to protect your kids, and it's like nothing. The judge says, "Oh, he served 5 months, so it's okay." Imagine, it's like the I don't know what word to use. This is just blatant injustice, right? This is enraging people. This would enrage me. I don't know. I can't imagine. It's just, I'm bothered by it. But feel free to let me know what you think. Write a comment, send me an email, and I really appreciate listening. Thank you very much.